Hi, everyone. Good morning. I just woke up. I did start my coffee. I actually fell asleep around 8 a.m. I was listening to my body. My body said, I think you'll go to sleep now. I woke up at 3:30 in the morning. It was awesome. Mila is here. She thought it was great to get up and have breakfast at 3:30 in the morning. And yeah, so I'm feeling like a bit of a yogi. So I did some cleaning already, etc. And my morning coffee. So I also did a remote view a couple days ago. I wanted to let it sink in and think about it. I don't know how much has made the press yet, or if it's about to hit, regarding the death of Shinzo Abe, and I just prayers to him, his family, condolences to the Japanese people over his passing. It was interesting when I first went in over the energy of the person who had committed the assassination. The first hit I got was South Korea, that there was a connection between the assassin and the country of South Korea, which leads me to suspect that the assassin is probably of a Korean. May have financial, if I was going to do a profile, I would say that they are maybe socialist leaning, Korean ancestry, suffering financially. The assassin, who I'll just refer to as the subject or target, was complaining about the cost of housing, discrimination against Korean people. When I followed the energy, I also noticed that there was a statement by South Korea. It was one of the first countries to come out in condolences, which leads me to think that this is about to leak and that there's already a connection. Now, I did do some research on Wikipedia, and in fact, Shinzo Abe denied victims, women who had been sexually assaulted, Korean women, reparations. Comfort women reparations by Japan. So for that reason, there has been some hostilities between South Korea and Japan. So I think that it's probably going to hit that. I don't know how much is going to be publicly known, or how much of the tensions about discrimination that people in Korean migrants face, but that appears to be what he is saying. It had to do with years of feeling like a second-class citizen, the denial of Korean women who'd been raped by Japanese officers to receive reparations, that this guy was kind of like a Japan's version of Trump. This is what the assassin is saying. Lack of empathy for the migrants, poor work conditions, living in slums. It's like he's talking about the movie Parasite and the conditions of Korean immigrants, and years of just rage coming out when he shot that gun, of just being done, that he's saying that they're done. But specifically not wanting him and his policies, which were harsh on Korean immigrants and didn't show respect to Korean women survivors, who would be like grandmothers at this age if they're even still alive. So that is where he's coming from in the remote. Last thing I did was I checked in on Bannon and Trump, and I just want to reiterate that I feel that Trump has already made a deal, which is why he didn't get prosecuted in New York. Some kind of deal was signed. I feel very humbled as Trump. I would be very surprised if this is what people make it out to be. If anything, the reason I feel Trump may have written the letter to allow Bannon to speak is because there are so many extremist and crazy people out there that without a nod from Trump, Bannon's life would be in jeopardy from assassination. He would be called a traitor. And so by publicly making a letter like this, it may have been Bannon that requested it, it gets him off the hook so that he doesn't have to potentially face security threats down the line. Okay, everyone, I want to thank you for listening to this. See the sun is coming up. Isn't this beautiful? I think it's almost 6 a.m. It is 6 a.m. Sun's just coming up. You can hear the, they say when you do your morning mantras, you can feel the world waken around 6 a.m. So that's what's cool about waking up early and doing meditations and remote viewings. All right, blessings, everyone. If you need to reach me, you can find my information below. Take care. Bye-bye.